Hi, I'm Katie Ziskind. I own Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching, and you can learn more about working with us, whether you want to better your relationship or just improve intimacy, at wisdomwithinct.com. This video is all about rebuilding desire. So one of the biggest reasons why the female in a relationship, whether there's one or multiple females, loses desire is because sex becomes a chore. Sex becomes an obligation, it becomes boring, it becomes this mundane routine activity where the female is not being pleasured. And that may be due to lack of proper sexual education that their partner hasn't received, or perhaps their partner has received most of their education, I use quotes, education from the porn industry, which really isn't education. So that may be, awareness around sex, but those are paid actors and actresses. A lot of what they're doing is not actually a sexual skill. It's to create, an industry where people can make money from it. So we look at how to rebuild desire with a female partner. And a big piece of rebuilding desire is increasing the adequate length of foreplay. So learning about how to, spend time nurturing a female's body, how to caress certain erogenous zones, what an erogenous zone is. Maybe you've never heard that word before. You're like, is this a foreign word? So we start to build a whole new vocabulary when we're improving intimacy. And we know that intimacy is not only just a physical and sexual thing, but it's also an emotional thing. So part of foreplay is helping a female partner feel safe, emotionally safe, that she can physically open up. So creating honest communication, calm communication, if there's any sort of yelling, criticism, blaming, emotional shutdown in the relationship, a female partner will sense that, and she'll kind of have protective walls up emotionally. So she might be rejecting sexual, kind of advances because she's not feeling safe emotionally. And then when it comes to sexual skills, say females, all right, starting to open up, we really want to take the time to prioritize these erogenous zones. So, on your body, you have all different sensitive areas. These are areas that if someone touches them, it's, a kind of a sensual feeling. And touching these areas is like a gateway to touching, maybe more sexual areas of the body. So we don't want to jump right in and start like, a woman comes home from work, you don't want to just jump in and start like rubbing her clitoris. That is just too much of a step there. So whereas like a male partner might really enjoy like coming home from work and having his partner rub his penis. So there is a difference in the physical anatomy needs and the emotional needs. So, if a female partner comes home from work, she might want to, make out, French kiss, have her partner play with her hair or scratch her scalp. Her partner might want to, have sex, but we want to start taking the focus of sexual activity off penetration or off physical intercourse and instead enjoying each other. So enjoying how your partner responds to when you gently caress their belly or their low belly or inner thigh. How does your partner respond to, you sucking on their earlobe or nibbling on their earlobe? How does that feel? What does that build in terms of your chemistry? And, to savor these other areas, females, I always recommend that, in a romantic sexual activity, without having too much focus on an orgasm, that a female has a partner that's aware of her needs, because she needs at least 45 to 90 minutes to experience one orgasm. But once she has an orgasm, she can have multiple orgasms, typically much more quickly after that, which are very pleasurable. And when a female experiences pleasure, that creates bonding with her partner, creates trust, it creates connectivity, a sense of, intimacy, and that really is what helps support a relationship. So if a female's partner is only thinking, oh, she just needs 8 minutes of making out and then I want to jump right to penetration, this will create I would say maybe, inadequate or dissatisfying sexual experience for a female. A female, needs to have a voice in the relationship. So if she wants more foreplay, her partner should not be rushing her. Her partner should be encouraging foreplay, kind of exploring her body in a playful way. And we want to make sure that, a partner knows how to stimulate the breasts and nipples, because a female can have an orgasm simply from breast and nipple stimulation. So that can be something fun to play with. As well, we need to talk about the importance of the clitoris. So the female has this organ specifically for sexual pleasure, and it's called the clitoris, and it's at the very top of the vaginal opening. And some people, some partners may not even know what the clitoris is. So here's a new vocab word. It's called the clit for short. And it's a sensitive area, so there needs to be a lot of warm up on other parts of the body, of the female body, before the clitoris is even considered being touched. And even when we're going down to touch the clitoris, we might even be touching over clothing around the area. Making a female feel desired, is really important, because the more she wants touch on that area, the more pleasurable it will feel when her partner finally does touch her clitoris. And so the clitoris is both internal and external. There is a small part of it that is external, and then there are internal components too. So learning about the female pleasure system is going to be a beautiful part of creating more intimacy in your relationship. And, this is a beautiful thing, because when couples start to develop this knowledge, there are elements of meaningful connection that they have never had before. A female can start to feel seen and valued, and that can in turn allow her to be, an even better partner and give back in a reciprocal way. We're looking to diversify your sexual activities. We're looking to take the focus off just penis-vagina penetration being this one way that pleasure occurs, and to know that many women do not often orgasm from vaginal penetration alone, that there needs to be, additional forms of stimulation. So if your female partner has low desire, or if you are a female partner with low desire, one of the biggest takeaways I would love for you to have from this chapter is to incorporate 45 to 90 minutes of foreplay. And in foreplay, which can be the most exciting part of sexual activities, is the buildup, is the hype, is feeling desired, kind of maybe a little sexual teasing, kind of edging, kind of building this plot line together in a mysterious, suspenseful, way. Maybe there's sex toys, there's lubrication, there's different rooms, different locations, different environments, different times of the day. Having fun together is going to be really important in rebuilding your intimate life. So if you're looking to work with me on an individual level, or if you and your partner want to come in for some sessions, I would love to help you rebuild your intimacy. We can tackle the root cause of some sexual issues and give you guys tools to have an amazing sex life. So you can book your free phone consult over at wisdomwithinct.com.